Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment. And
Indeed. It brings certain things to mind.
Doom! Ah, yes, reminiscing. When television was good. Wait, no, Flame Wars. So today, we're gonna play more of Specter Knight.
I don't believe you, Luke.
My heart grows cold, I've located new Cheerios, but have you found my love? No.
But they're not as good as Honey Nut Cheerios.
Actually, I have a great Cheerios mix that you got me.
Oh,
pretty
you
good
like
cereal.
what is it, 5 green Cheerios
5 grand, yeah.
or something?
Also, we're getting rid of this and going back to our classic purple.
Multigrain. Multigrain Cheerios, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't know
Multigrain.
what it's called.
Totes. Totally.
Yep.
What's up, weird little eyes? Yeah, you want me to give Ghoul.
I can't even do the... Yeah, you have to do Gizmo. Gizmo.
Gizmo.
I don't know.
Gizmo.
But evil Gizmo.
Evil Gizmo!
Wait, no. I don't know. Everybody said it sounded like Stitch. Well then, puppet, out with it. Where shall I send you next? Mole Knight sounds
seems
good.
so mean.
You sure you want to go to the Lost City, Underling? I know, it used to be so nice.
Yes.
Let's do this!
But I am not an underling.
You're totally an underling.
Ooh.
Superhero entrance.
I forgot about this place. It's underground.
Darkness. Yeah, but it had a really cool theme. Remember, Mole Man had like cool
Nice.
music.
Oh yeah, and it still does.
Well, I mean, Vert did a variation of it for this one. I mean, it feels like it's not complete themes right now because this is a prequel.
Oh right. So then.
What? Why am I being hit?
Good job, Bert. That's great. See that? I like that. Everything is not quite complete, and then when you actually... So you could actually play these in order and it would make sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense is how OP this guy is. And then he's less OP, but everything else makes sense. Like, things are just, like, beginning, and then the actual game is Shovel Knight.
Do you want to know what would complete the whole Shovel Knight collection? Playing as King Knight.
Yeah.
I want to see King Knight be OP.
What about Shield Knight?
I don't
Fine,
know.
King Knight. We'll go with King Knight.
We were promised Shield Knight so long ago, but I don't think they can implement her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how that would work. But they did have her in this game.
Yep.
Hanging out.
She was a boss battle, and actually, she was kind of cool, but I mean, I don't know. It felt very Captain America, like that boss fight.
Well, I mean...
It wasn't really original at all.
Well, I mean, she has a shield. What more can you do? I mean...
Oh, you could do a lot of cool moves, but I mean,
Really?
it really... I mean, because you and I played that Marvel vs. Capcom game so much, that it just felt very... You know, I was getting ready to say, Stars and Stripes! Shield Smash!
Oh my gosh.
The moves were identical.
So you really think the moves were very similar to that?
Uh-huh.
Or even more than similar? Yeah.
More than similar, yes.
Wow.
I would say very similar. Almost like a fingerprint. Stars and Stripes. Shield Smash.
Well, I mean, she was only in here for like 2 seconds.
I know.
Maybe she was a Captain America fan.
That could have been it, yeah. You know.
Or maybe they were trying to do that on purpose.
Oh, they love to reference things.
Because they love Captain America so much.
You want to know what I was hoping for, though, with the Specter of Torment stuff? More
What?
of a Castlevania feel.
Oh yeah, like darker?
No, I meant like more of a Castlevania-ish feel to it. Like the gameplay and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like maybe he needed to go, kind of like Simon's Quest, where he had to go collect like different things to be resurrected.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And
Yeah,
like,
whereas it's more just kind of like Shovel Knight, just playing the same levels.
and they could have done that thing where they spoof the "It's a terrible night to have a curse" type thing. Because think about it, he's cursed.
Yeah, he is.
He's not a human anymore, more or less. Whoops.
You just love Castlevania.
I do, and I'm looking forward to this new indie game on the Switch. I mean, that game before they said, without a doubt, it wasn't coming to the Wii U. Like, Iga was like, no, I'm not putting this on Nintendo. And now he's like, oh, the Switch? Yeah, you guys are getting my Castlevania-inspired game. And it's like, yes!
Nice.
I mean, you can make me play all kinds of games, guys and gals, like the Kitty games and the Batman games, but at my core, I am a retro gamer. So this stuff I really love, and it just makes me happy.
I'm loving watching you play this. This is great.
Yeah, I've only had a couple people say some interesting things to me, which made me a little sad. I don't read the comments, but people are like, you know, I really like this series that you're doing, and I really enjoy when you do Shovel Knight. But it feels more item-based than it does skill, and it's like, you want to play this game? This game's hard.
Yeah,
I do what I can to survive.
There were other people that actually started playing this game that stopped.
There's been a couple YouTubers that have already stopped the series. They'll get back to it, I'm sure, eventually, but...
I think there's a lot more skill you need to play this game than getting items.
And there's a game that I'm going to be playing after this that's going to go by real fast, too.
Alright.
It's going to be Fast RMX.
I'm sorry, but I think that if those people actually played this game, then they would take what they said back.
Maybe.
I think they have no idea what they're talking about.
So, just so everybody knows now, I did actually go through this level, so I know exactly what I'm doing, and I noticed that I wasn't using a lot of items previously, so this episode you're going to see a lot of the really cool ability where I can call, like, a shadow clone to do my bidding. And the shadow clones are really great for getting items that are out of reach, everything but the red skulls. For whatever reason, you would think that the shadow clone would be able to pick up the red skull, but he can't. He can pick up gems, he can destroy obstacles, he can destroy bosses, but red skulls? Nope. The game really makes it very difficult for you to pick those guys up.
Maybe those people in the comments were just commenting on the game, like that they have too many items in this one, or...
No.
Does it have more items on this game than the other one, or...
No.
No, that's not what they were saying.
No, they said that my gameplay is more item-based than skill-based.
That doesn't make any sense, because you even just said now you haven't even been using a lot of the items that they have.
They mean I'm relying on the item that I just heal myself.
But that's...
I know, that's the purpose of the item.
I don't understand what that even means. Like, you get the cloak so that you can... What? I don't even understand that at all.
Okay. Without this purple cloak, the green and purple costume that revitalizes me when I fall in a pit, and some of the other stuff. It's not that this game is too hard. I would not have as much fun playing this game sitting next to Amber, because sometimes Amber can be a little Amber-like.
Yeah, well,
she can be very distracting.
This is how I feel when I started playing Fire Emblem and we switched to the other mode, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're not playing it on hard mode anymore." But I never died. And hard mode only means that if you die, you don't come back.
Speaking of dying,
I was playing it on the exact same mode, so I'm just gonna, if I do Fire Emblem again, I'm going back to hard mode, because I'm sick of, I hate it when, you know, you sit there, you spend time to put up a series, and then people just complain, and then after they complain so much, it's not fun anymore, you take the series down, and then they go, "Why did you take the series down?" It's like, because all you did was complain.
maybe that's why they subscribe, just to complain, but
Some people do.
There were some other people that said, you know, even though it's not skill-based, I really enjoy watching it, and I'm just thinking, like, well...
What does that even mean?
At least people, because, I don't know, they expect me to be an expert at every game I play or something, I don't know.
But how can you, since, like... Alright, if we were getting hundreds of thousands of views of video, like some people, then you could be skill-based, because you could spend time and actually play it.
Nah.
But because we have to play so many games, because our channels are broken, we don't really have that luxury.
That's true, but I'm actually surprised how quickly we're getting through this game. We are only a little while after the Switch release. It hasn't even been out a week yet. And we're really far in Zelda. We're almost done with this game because there is, believe it or not, and I actually contacted WayForward, there is no gauntlet battle at the end. So we don't have to go through and replay all the levels again and fight all the bosses a second time. You just beat the bosses one time, and then you face the game's final boss. So in reality, there's only going to be like 9 or 10 episodes, which is perfect, because it's a great introduction title to people that are looking for that, you know, 8-bit, like, fix right there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you want to look at other Switch games, like I Am Setsuna, Fast RMX, Blaster Master, is that it? I think that's it.
I don't know how many are out right now.
There's not that many.
Skylanders.
There's really Skylanders. Yeah. So looking forward to Skylanders.
Well, I mean, I want to do like at least a preview thing of it, and then
Yay! No!
just finish it. I don't know why. It's just like,
Look at that! I'm floating in the air.
I really don't know what happened with Skylanders. It's a great game, but I don't...
Oh, why they canceled it?
I really don't understand, and I just don't understand the fan base just doesn't seem to be there. Like, I guess it's just like there are certain channels that only do Skylanders, so if you post...
Can I tell you my theory?
If you're not one of those channels and you post Skylanders, no one will watch.
Can I tell you my theory?
What?
Okay, so when Disney Infinity died, a lot of people beforehand, like, Skylanders was the first, right? Doing the Toys to Life thing. Then Disney came in and did it better. So the Skylander audience divided. Even the Skylander-based channels divided their content.
Mm-hmm.
And once Disney Infinity was finally gone, even though it wasn't the first one to the scene, it was the most popular because it had the Disney properties and the Disney nostalgia.
It almost feels like...
So when they died, the rest of the Toys to Life series are kind of going in. And Lego hasn't even come out and said that they're doing a Lego Dimensions 2. They're just doing Lego Dimensions, like, characters this year, and I think they're doing some next year
it's almost
with the
like
same game.
Everyone feels like, why get excited about it when it might just be a fad?
It feels like it was a fad, yeah.
Which it could have gone on for like 10 years.
If Disney Infinity was still around, yeah. So, I mean, even if Disney Infinity comes back, let's say it comes back as, like, DC Comics Infinity or Marvel Infinity or, you know, something where the studio is doing something. In theory, maybe they could revitalize the Toys to Life market, but at the same time, in people's mind, they know that at one point in time that the series disappeared. That's like, you know, when the Atari tried to keep alive after, like, the failure of E.T. and all this other stuff. The game crash happened, and if it wasn't for Nintendo, there would be no gaming today. Like, it would have been over. Nintendo took a huge gamble and jumped into the video game market.
It feels like Skylanders is something that you play in addition to Disney Infinity if you play both of those.
It doesn't feel like a big...
Because they didn't... Because it's like not... It's just kind of there. Like... I mean, the thing I don't like about Skylanders, like what they did with it, is they're so creative in the character design.
Mm-hmm.
But with the gameplay, like, I don't know, like, it's the same, it's that weird goth chick, and, you know, like, it's just like the same people in every game. Like, I just don't...
Goth chick. Are you talking about Stealth Elf?
No, I'm talking about the girl who's, like, all, like... with a southern accent or something, and like she's like steampunk goth person, and then you got the mole person, and you got Finn, and you have everybody there in every game. I don't know how to describe it.
But I like those characters.
I love them, but it's like... I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. Maybe it just feels like what happened to Star Wars happened to Skylanders. It just... Like you said, like, I loved the first Skylanders, but I feel like they geared it more towards little kids over and over to the point where, I don't know, people don't understand that there's more than little kids that were playing that game originally. I don't know.
A lot of people who were playing the first Skylander game were people that remembered the fun of, like, games like Gauntlet and things like that.
I enjoyed the first game, and then when it started to become more and more kiddie, it's frustrating because...
Do you want to know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the revival of beat-em-up games. We've seen some indie titles, like, do some, like, beat-em-up titles, but we haven't had a real resurgence of, like, company after company making their own beat-em-up.
Yeah.
Nintendo kind of is doing that. They're doing, like, the Dynasty Warriors thing, but I wouldn't say that the Dynasty Warriors series is, like, an actual beat-em-up series.
Yeah. I don't know. Did we ever take a look at that one game, 8-Bit Heroes, or whatever it was? That was like was that like a dungeon game?
8-Bit Heroes.
Am I thinking of Gauntlet dungeon type thing? It was extremely difficult.
Oh, that one indie game.
I thought it would be cool to do like a preview episode on that. Just not a preview, but you know, just like a 15-minute episode.
That game came out so long ago, and I think we did record an episode, but...
I don't know if we posted it.
No, we never posted it because
it'd be cool to.
It was like we played it. We didn't even get past the first level.
It was fun though. I think it would be cool to just show it off. Though.
Yeah, I'll have to look through the portable hard drive.
From now on, I want like if we play a game, I'd like to just show it off first thing and like show people what we think of it, and then figure out if we're gonna do a series later on. Because it'd be nice to at least show people what our thoughts are on it or something. But yeah, I feel so bad for Skylanders because I absolutely was in love with the game. Like, I actually wanted it. I loved it more than Disney Infinity. I didn't even want Disney Infinity to do well. That's how much I love Skylanders.
You see this point right here? Mm-hmm. There's actually 2 ways that you can go about this. You can turn this into jelly, and you can slash this. If you forget about, like, throwing the green stuff on the lava, then you want to use your shadow clone and do this.
Oh, cool.
See how effective that is?
Yeah, I mean, like, the reason why I love Skylanders is because, you know, it's got tons of, I don't know, for me, what didn't make me want to play it as much anymore was the dragons. They didn't have as many dragons anymore.
Because they kind of veered off from the whole Spyro thing?
Yeah.
Whoop.
That's exactly
You want to be Bull Knight?
I don't know how to do.
Break time is over, and you are in the right place, ready to continue the dig.
Very much so. In fact, I'm here with a business proposal.
Oh.
The Enchantress has need of excavators and wishes to employ the best.
What? Who? Well, we found the best. The best at digging. My claws are sharp. My technique is flawless.
Excellent. Then you'll only need
A coffee, but I'm absolutely not looking for new work. And break time is over.
I love Mole Knight's voice, so he became cooler after the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Sorry. You could have done the Mole Knight voice. I didn't know what he was supposed to do.
I enjoyed that. That was hilarious. Okay, so Mole Knight plays pretty much the same as when you fought him as Shovel Knight. So, I mean, he goes into the ground and...
I don't remember what you did as his voice at all.
I don't remember the voices, but I do remember gameplay strategies.
Yeah.
So.
Mole Knight is kind of freaky.
It's amazing how the human brain works, but I was even thinking that when I played him the first time, like yesterday or whatever, like as Spector Knight, I mean, as long as you do that like scythe, like homing attack, I mean, this guy's no problem. And equip your healing item if you have it, like your soul stealing ability.
Yeah.
But I mean, all he does is he just goes from wall to wall, and instead of like having to just drop down on him with your Shovel Knight pogo stick of death, we have a vertical slash, which you can see like really make short work of him. And the coup de grace. Whoops, coup de grace. Boom.
Nice.
That's it for you, Susan. Yes, evil laughter, like for evil.
He looks so cool there.
Yeah, but that pose is only available when you beat people. Makes me sad. You know? It's like, you went through all that hard work, and you just get that pose once. Ah, lamenting on the past. Don't lament on the past, because the past is painful. Hey, what's up? Let's see if he gives us a cool
My
power.
heart grows cold.
Ooh! The Chronos power. This is a cool ability. Although, it's cool in name, and what it's supposed to do is slow down time, but it's not really as cool as like some of those other like indie powers in previous games where you can control time. It just kind of slows it down like that. So just a smidgen.
Yeah, I see, just a little bit.
Just
it's
a
not
little.
like,
Not enough for it to be cool.
slows it, yeah.
It's like putting on the slow-mo button. Do you remember that? On some NES controllers, you had like a built-in slow-mo button that you could put on, even for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, I just remember the turbo button. I don't remember the slow-mo.
Yeah, there was a slow-mo ability too. Try playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo with slow mode on a controller. Oh, we missed a wisp. Whoops.
Oops.
You're up, Mole Knight.
I can't.
Are they bringing my bread out? I asked for bread. Everything up here takes forever. Could you go ask about the bread?
I'll see what they have in the kitchen.
Thanks, dude.
Right.
You're the best.
I'm amazing. Well, I'm all juiced up. Customers are just pouring in. Thanks for sticking your neck out for me. I don't remember sticking my... They should have given the bartender, like, a little bit more love, because...
I know, right?
There's all these characters that would have interesting backstories, but I believe this is the last hurrah for Shovel Knight. I think it's finally time to say adieu.
We need a bartender night.
Bartender night game, yes!
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this episode. Join us next time as Spector Knight, Skeletor, and friends basically do more things in Spector Night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!